is his first opening day start.
And how tough is this guy, Brady Anderson, coming off the 50 home run season. And he's first pitch hitting, and he slants a foul down the left field line out of play. He's a tough guy to keep out of there, isn't he?
Well, there was some talk here yesterday that the Orioles would certainly gain by pushing the game back one day. Another day to wait on Brady Anderson. He's playing with a broken rib on his left side, and also Jimmy Key to give him an extra day, filling in for Mike Mussina. They say that Brady Anderson was in the lineup even if the game would have been played yesterday, and I guess it's really not a surprise. He played with a bad appendix last year. Did not go on the disabled list. He took 5 days off and played the entire rest of the season. He did not get it fixed in the offseason. So it's not a surprise to see him in there today with just a broken rib.
Here's the 1-1 offering from Apier. Right field line. See the warehouse behind the right field fence. Brady Anderson, 50 home runs last year. Not bad for a leadoff guy.
The plan was to sign Darrell Hamilton and have him play center field and use him as the leadoff man and put Brady Anderson back down in that third spot where they could take advantage of his home run bat. You're right, he's not a prototype leadoff guy. Does not steal bases nearly as much as he did earlier in his career. And just 8 steals a season ago earlier this year. He stole 50 bases.
Yeah, an amazing double there. A season with 50 home runs, another season with better than 50 stolen bases. Foul ball tapped at home plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brady Anderson. Leading off the Oriole half of inning number 1. The Royals up and down in order in the top half of this frame. Just underway here in Baltimore. Great to have you with us around Mid-America. The Royals and Orioles opening the 1997 season here in Baltimore. The 1-2 pitch. And it hit him. Orioles got their first pitch run.
Disappointing start for Kevin Apier. Got ahead of Brady Anderson with the off-speed pitch. The fastball's inside and away. Comes back inside. Another 1-2 pitch. This gets a piece of that left arm. Anderson on base to lead off the first for the Orioles.
And next 3 Orioles in order. Brady Anderson playing with a cracked rib. Takes ball 1. No score. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Opening day here at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Facility seats just under 49,000. And it's a sellout. Here's a drive foul outside third down the left field line. Captured by the ball boy down there, who in turn gives it to a young fan.
That will be a memento worth holding on to. They're using a special baseball at all of the openers around Major Leagues today. The 50th anniversary of Jackie Robinson integrating baseball. Only be used in opening day. I'd like to have one of those.
Lots of youngsters on hand for the ball game. I wonder if they had to alter a lot of plans from yesterday.
How about the poor guy yesterday? Had his alibis all lined up and still didn't get to see a game.
Wasn't feeling well, called in sick. Today it became an epidemic. Staying home for the 2nd day. Hopeful of rallying tomorrow. Baltimore's had a couple of base runners. Anderson hit by a pitch in the first and the leadoff double by Ripken in the second. But Kevin Apier, with 4 strikeouts, has kept the Birds off the scoreboard. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And Anderson slants it foul, out of play, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brady Anderson.
Kevin Apier has been pretty impressive here this afternoon. Easily his best velocity of the spring so far. And as you noticed on those last couple fastballs to Brady Anderson, good tailing action away from the left-handed hitter.
Apier set to go to work. The 1-2 pitch is driven into left field, and it settles in for a base hit in front of left fielder Bip Roberts. And for the 2nd time in the ball game, Brady Anderson becomes the base runner.
Sometimes you have to try to outsmart your opponent. We talk about Apier's tailing fastball. He tries to go backdoor here. Start a slider off of the plate and try to drop it on the corner. Anderson there to cover it. Anderson won that battle.
Well, the Orioles have their 3rd base runner. They've had a runner in every inning thus far. Now here's the shortstop, Mike Bordy.
Chris Haney will work Saturday. Polito Pichardo figures to get the start on Sunday afternoon against Minnesota. Brady Anderson will lead things off for Baltimore. He's 1 for 2 today as Bob Boone looks on. Royals haven't seen a lot of Walker, but they really like what he has shown compared to the other left-hander. Tough play for both the pitcher and the first baseman, and they're not able to cover it. Bob, that is that in-between play But the pitcher has to get everything that he can get to. The first baseman has to decide whether he can get to it or not and make a decision.
Boy, Jamie Walker a little shaken up. He made a dive trying to get to Brady Anderson, and I'm sure Davey Johnson didn't want Brady Anderson in this kind of a play either. Walker didn't have the ball. He couldn't pick it up and then went sliding into the oncoming base runner Anderson, and there's some contact there. And Walker a little bit shaken up by it.
Well, the Royals already hurt by a number of injuries, and surprisingly a number of muscle pulls with the weather that they had in Florida this year. Just an outstanding spring weather-wise. No rain down there to speak of this year, so the fields were in good shape, and the Royals, like a lot of teams, have an unusually high number of injuries for the type of spring that they had to deal with down in Florida.
It scored a base hit. Had Walker fielded it cleanly,
How can he throw more strikes than what he has in this appearance? Had problems with the free pass last year. Gave up 22 walks in 47 innings pitched, so a walk about every other inning. That's a little bit too high. I'd like to have it no higher than one every 3 innings.
Anderson has a couple of hits, hit by a pitch. He also popped out in the fourth with the bases loaded. He takes low and away, ball 1. Brady Anderson wanted to play. Took about 30 swings from the cage yesterday with a cracked rib, showing Davey Johnson that he was ready. They were thinking about putting him on. Baltimore leading it here 3-2. 2 on, 1 out. Last of the 7th inning. Their leadoff man Hammonds drew a walk, but he was picked off. Then a double by Hoyles and a walk to Reveille. And now here is Brady Anderson. And there's the strike. 1-1 now to the Oriole leadoff hitter. Royals would like to turn 2 here. And a little broken bat fly ball, shallow right field. It's in for a base hit. Here's Hoyles around third. Dye's got a great arm, but not in time. And the Orioles add to their lead. It's now 4-2.
Good bit of hitting by Brady Anderson. He's really tied up by that fastball. Just shatters his bat. Good read by the runner on at second base is Chris Hoyles. He sees that this ball is going to drop in the outfield, so he got a tremendous jump. Big swing from Anderson. The bat shatters in his hand, so it drops in. You mentioned the arm of Jermaine Dye. He has an outstanding arm, and it's good to see that in a Royal outfielder. A chance to throw out Hoyles. Again, the key there for the Baltimore Orioles is the jump that their catcher had off second base.